Hey, happy New Year's Eve. I want to encourage you, resilient leader. Listen, everybody is out here in these streets, maybe not everybody, but often with a new year coming, it's what's the new thing? What's my new goal? And I think one thing we miss as resilient leaders or trying to cultivate resilience is sticking with one thing for the long haul. I want to encourage you, resilient one, to build like Noah. Listen, Noah was called to build an ark, and God didn't tell him how long it was going to take him. He just was told to do it. And he faithfully did it year after year, even though people didn't understand him, even though he didn't never had seen an ark to this level before. He had God guiding and leading him, and he stuck with it year after year. So a couple years ago, I've kind of given up this whole new year, new goal. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. If you have a new goal, go after your new goal. But one thing that God challenged me on a couple years ago was that I was going after a new goal and I hadn't completed the goals that he had told me to do. So that's what my life is about right now. Did I do the thing that God called me to do? And once I've done that, and then he'll give me another instruction and then I'll do that. But I'm not really jumping to the next thing unless he tells me. So there's some things that he's been telling me to do, like write a book that I have started and stopped. And I'm not going to throw it out the door because it's been something that he's called me to do a long time ago. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to not look at myself as a failure because I didn't do it in 2024, but I'm just going to keep moving forward. That's just an example of something that God has called me to do. Write. I'm going to keep writing and keep writing until he says mission completed, until the quote unquote ark is built. So what has God told you to do? What has he told you to do? And instead of forgetting about it or giving up or shaming yourself for not completing it in a certain time frame, and maybe the time frame wasn't even something that he told you. Maybe it's a time frame you put on yourself, because sometimes we do that. What's that thing that he's told you to do? What's the ark that he has commissioned you to build? Go ahead and do it. And you don't have to sprint. Noah got up each morning and God told him what to do. So get up tomorrow morning on the first day of 2025 and do the one small thing God has told you to do. And when you're done, at the end of the day, rest and then get back up on January 2nd and do the next thing, okay? So that's how we build resilience, y'all. That's how we cultivate resilience. We build like Noah, and we build faithfully, and we stick with it until our time is done. Happy New Year.